Butt suck, motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to G.S.R. Gonzo'S Friday, February 18th, 2022. A lot of stuff we'll talk about today. We'll talk about Hollywood Brown going to retire to become a video game streamer because he's unhappy in Baltimore. Mahomes, the enemy, I guess, are at odds. DeRozan makes history. We also will talk about UFC going on tomorrow night. So that's quite a few things we want to talk about today. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us. We're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with this show here, G.S.R. Gonzo Sports Room, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show. It's our sports talk show that it's our sports talk show. We're also our sports betting show at 1 p.m. Eastern every Monday through Friday. Our sports talk show, G.S.R. is in the evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find both them shows in podcast form. Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We also have a new pro wrestling podcast out at G.R. Gonzo'S Wrestling Room. It's a weekly podcast. New episodes drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. We dropped our last episode, which was episode 4 last Sunday. You can find it on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it. And also, if you'd like to listen to the video version of it, you can find the video version on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room. We have a new episode that will be dropping this Sunday at 9. I actually have a special guest, pro wrestler Jared Cook, who joined us. We talk AEW, WWE, Impact, talk a lot of, we talk some independent wrestling, talk a lot of different things. So come join us, or go check that out Sunday morning at 9 a.m. It'll drop on all the podcast networks and on YouTube for the video version. Follow us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo'S Sports Room. That's where we share everything about our show, whether it's our daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show, or interview announcements, or just big show announcements in general. Everything goes to our social media account, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo'S Sports Room. Check our YouTube page, at Gonzo'S Sports Room. We got a lot of content on there. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the bell to get notifications of when we're live, so you never miss that. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, please hit the follow and the like buttons. We greatly appreciate that. Also hit that share button. Share it to a friend. We greatly appreciate that as well. Check our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can see some of the t-shirts behind us. We have hats, hoodies, a lot of different things on there. Go check it out. Actually, and also on that same link, there's a donation page if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that as well. But all right, let's jump right in. Well, one more thing before we get into today's show. Tomorrow, Saturday night, here in Muncie, Indiana, at doors open at 6, 12 times at 7. PCCW presents Rock and Roll Never Dies. Legendary Rock and Roll Express, the 9-time NWA Tag Team Champions, the WWE Hall of Famers. They're going to be in the house. Not only that, they will be in action as they will be in the main event against the highlight reel, which included Indiana's best tag team for the DCCW World Tag Team title. Front row tickets were sold out limited general admission tickets left. If you need tickets, you can contact me at Facebook or Christy Gonzo'S on Facebook or any of the Gonzo Sports Room social media. I'll get with you, make sure you get tickets. Uh, General admission tickets, $10. It's gonna be an awesome show. Got a lot of great talent gonna be there. So come join us tomorrow night. If you can't make it there live, uh, we have you covered. We will be live streaming the event with live commentary and everything tomorrow, starting around 6:45, 6:45, 7 o'clock. With we'll stream it live on YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. If you can't be there in person, come hang with us and check out our stream. We'd greatly appreciate that. All right, let's jump into today's show. First thing we'll talk about, let's go ahead and start in the NFL, or yes, start in the NFL and talk about Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, other known as Hollywood Brown, uh, has brought up maybe retiring. He's brought up that he's not happy in Baltimore. Anything to do with the Ravens off the social media account. Uh, I mentioned that he would retire and go start streaming games on Twitch. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he just went out of Baltimore. I don't think him and I don't think Lamar Jackson Lamar Jackson's style as a quarterback don't fit well with Marquise Brown, and he feels like he's not getting targeted enough and getting the ball enough. We looked this up earlier. He's ninth in the league on he's I looked up. He was ninth in the league in targets, so it wasn't like he was getting a bunch of. Rusty, I'll shoot you a message when I get done. Actually, I'm not capable of doing plumbing anymore with my health, but I do know a guy that should be able to take care of it. But anyway, getting back to it, Marquise Brown was ninth in the league in targets, so he's in the top half of the league in targets. So it's not all about the target. I think what he's talking about is he's not getting good targets. When he does get targeted, he's not getting good balls. Either the balls are off the mark or just not, or they're not, you don't even have a chance to catch it at all. I think that's more why he's complaining about than when he just says target. Like I said, he's top half in the league in targets. He gets ninth, or he's ninth in the league in targets. So it's not like he don't get targets at all. Yeah, it's not like he don't get targets at all. I think he's going to play. He still has, I think, one more year with Baltimore before he'd even be a free agent, and they still have, and they would have the option of picking up his fifth-year option. I think he's going to end up forcing his way out of Baltimore and trying to get to a team that he thinks has a more friendly, more receiver-friendly quarterback, and on a team that's not a run-first offense that is going to throw the ball more. He's a good player. I don't know. I would take the flyer on him though because this isn't the first time he's got mad and scrubbed all of his Ravens shit off his social media account. It's not the first time that he's done any of it. So anytime he's unhappy, is he going to keep doing this? And I hate to say it, he's already starting to do some of the stuff that Antonio Brown, his cousin, was doing. So is the team going to want to take that chance to pay him a lot of money, seeing the road that he might be going down, and how it's real similar to the road that his cousin AB went down. I mean, he hasn't been getting in the off-road trouble yet, but he's already starting to complain, starting to cause problems there within the organization. They say that's what AB did when he was in Pittsburgh. So it sounds like that just from the outside listening, it kind of sounds like AB or sounds like Hollywood Brown has a similar personality to AB. So if any team going to take a chance on that. I think he ends up staying in Baltimore this season just because Baltimore has all the control. Unless he just starts causing enough trouble where Baltimore says, "Hey, you're sitting on the bench," and then they either try to trade him. If I'm Baltimore, I look to trade him now if you think that's going to be a problem. That way, you have more leverage. You wait till he's already caused problems and stuff, and teams you don't have the leverage anymore because now he's going to be harder to get rid of. not going to have as many teams interested in. So I'd get out in front of it and I'd go ahead and try to trade him now, see what I can get for him. I think he could be a good receiver somewhere if he can keep his head right. But if he's going to complain, I mean, like I said, I can understand if he's in the bottom half of the league in targets. He's not. He is ninth in the league in targets. So I understand what he's saying. And is that basically saying Lamar Jackson can't make the throws I need him to make for me to be effective. He likes the deep ball more, and all they're throwing there to him in Baltimore is little screen passes and little quick slants. You get him in the offense where he can use his speed. He's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver about every year. The dude has that kind of talent. He has the talent to be a number one receiver in the NFL. Is he going to get a chance with a different quarterback? And when he does get that chance, if he gets that chance with another quarterback, is he going to take advantage of the opportunity? Or is he just going to keep putting blame on others? He had quite a few drops too. But it wasn't all Lamar's fault. Does Lamar have still need to improve as a passer? Yes, very much. Nobody's saying that he doesn't. But Hollywood Brown would also, I think, thrive in a different situation where it's more kind of run first offense like Baltimore is, and that when your passing game is mostly quick slants and screens. Another big story that has, came out in the NFL is that Patrick Mahomes and the enemy relationship has been rocky. I guess they went at it pretty much all season, and then it just went to it finally blew up there at halftime of the Super Bowl after the Chiefs was there down at the goal line, like 4 seconds left. The coach coming out to the enemy told Mahomes that they still had a timeout, so go ahead and run the play. That's why Mahomes was trying to call that timeout. It sounds like communication between them two are off. I guess it sounds like Andy Reid had some problems with some of the play calling of the enemy. Everybody's always talking how he's been a top prospect to be a head coach, and he's had interviews, and he's not. What's the reason that he's not getting hired? Or could this be the reason here? It sounds like Andy Reid is having an issue with Mahomes. Well, dude, all you gotta do is stay out of the damn way. Mahomes has his talent enough. You're gonna win a lot of games. He's gonna make you look good. Stay out of the way and don't fuck it up. It sounds like this dude is trying to mess it up. I guess him and Mahomes is a big ref in between them two. And I guess after that play didn't work, and I guess at halftime, them two were going at it. And a lot of people are saying that's why it looked so bad in the second half. As soon as that play happened, I didn't know any of that shit was going on. But as soon as that play happened, I was on the phone with my dad. As soon as that play happened, I told him the whole momentum of the game just shifted. Chiefs could be in trouble because that play right there could shift the whole momentum of this game. And when they came out at halftime, it was like the two teams that swapped places. The Chiefs couldn't stop the Bengals, and the Bengals were stopping the Chiefs. And it was the opposite way in the first round. That play there, instead of taking the 3 points, and knowing that you're at least going to get 3 before the half, and you're getting the ball back the first third quarter, so we get greedy. They get greedy. I'm not a Chiefs fan. We get greedy, you go try to get a touchdown instead. What ends up happening is you end up with nothing. Guy makes a hell of a tackle uh, on Hill to keep Hill out of the end zone there at half. Don't get no points, and that just changed the whole momentum of the game. Yeah, them two are going to have to figure out. I think the enemy. I mean, he's not under contract no more. His contract expired at the end of the season, so if that's really going on, him reports are true. Will Andy Reid bring him back as offensive coordinator? And is this him being maybe hard to get along with, or don't want to admit when he's made a mistake? Is that going to be? Is that why he hasn't got an NFL job? I'm not saying that's the only reason because we all know there's other reasons why too. But could that be part of it? I was always wondering if maybe it was just bad interviewing or what it was because everybody talks about how great of an offensive line he is, but then you hear this stuff here, and it almost makes you think the other way. Like, well, is this dude really going to be a good head coach? He getting misheated in a rift with a player when he's just an offensive coordinator. Move up to head coach where he even has more power. Is he going? How bad is he going to be? You set yourself up for a tough situation. That's something you got to watch out for. I think there's a chance that he's not back in Kansas City this year since his contract was expired. I would have thought they would have. I guess they probably didn't try to get. Well, you thought they'd have tried to get. If they really wanted to keep him, they'd have tried to get an extension done during the season before his contract expired. And that will, and then maybe he wouldn't leave if he got a head coaching job. But they're probably waiting to see if he was leaving or what going on. Like, there's still a chance that they bring the enemy back. If there's this rift is as big as that article made it sound like. I could very easily, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the enemy's not back with the Chiefs. All right, let's talk about, let's move over to NBA. Let's talk about DeRozan. Uh, DeRozan's playing out of his mind. I mean, crazy out of his mind. He's had, was it 7 or 8 games in a row with 35 plus points. Uh, Bulls are number 1 seed right now. And that's crazy with all the injuries the Bulls have had. I mean, if you look at it, Paul's missed games, Levine's missed Russo. I think DeRozan missed a couple games. They're battling injuries. They're still missing 2 or 3 of their big guys, and they're still number 1 in the East right now. It's a massive turnaround for the Bulls. Nobody expected them to be playing as good as they are. A lot of people thought when they made that trade that it was stupid and that this team wasn't going to work out. So far, they're proving people wrong. And DeMar DeRozan deserves to be in the MVP conversation. Uh, he probably won't get it just because it's a popularity contest. And for some reason, with him, everybody wants to go back and talk about what he's done in the playoffs. So, for one, MVP is a regular season award. 2, to get in the playoffs, you have to win, and you have to win in the regular season. What you do in the regular season matters. That's what the MVP is for. Right now, he's playing as good or better than anybody in the league. I think you have him up there, Embiid, Jokic is probably up there. Giannis, as always. I think Curry's had a hell of a season. Golden State, if he finished the season strong and he gets hot, he could be in the conversation. But I think DeRozan deserves it just as much as anybody. If you look at the way he's playing and what he means to that team, uh, I just if he keeps playing like he's playing, I don't know how they can justify giving it to anybody else. They will. Somebody else will get it. He won't get it because of the popularity contest. He's not that sexy pick or that big pick that's going to cause a lot of conversation. He's that pick that you get pick people are going to bitch about. And everybody knows that. If DeRozan gets picked to him, he didn't deserve the MVP, but look what he's doing with the Bulls, and he's been the main piece of it. It's not like one night he's having 25, 26, and it goes. He's scoring 35 plus a night for the last 8 games, and before that, I think was averaging 27 or 28 points a night. He's been consistent all season. He's being efficient, shooting at a high percentage. And if he keeps Rosen keeps playing, Rosen keeps playing the way he's been playing, then he deserves the MVP. I don't see how anybody was going. If he plays at the level he's been playing now, he plays that after the All Star break. I don't see anybody beating him. I would be real surprised if anybody beat him. All right, let's move. What else are we going to talk about? AD injury looks like Anthony Davis going to be out for about 4 weeks. I think the Lakers are in trouble. Even if they make the play, even if he's healthy and they make the playoffs, I don't think they're getting up to the ground. But him missing 4 weeks now I think that can put them in jeopardy of making the playoffs because I mean, right now they're looking like they might be in the play-in. You missed him for a month. Depending on how LeBron, I mean, I don't know if the Lakers will still be in the play-in. They can drop out of the play-in, missing Davis for more than for 4 weeks. And after that 4 weeks, how ready is he going to be to play? High ankle sprain, any kind of ankle sprain, it takes a long time to recover from it. You have to be careful with it. It takes a while to recover and come back too soon. You're just going to fuck it up more real quick. So 4 weeks that might be what they're thinking. That's what they're hoping. It could be closer to 5 or 6 weeks. Houston guys out for a long time with ankles, especially as bad as it looked. I mean, when that happened, I thought he broke. I thought he was done for the season. So I'm glad he wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't broke. I'm glad he's probably going to be back. But this injury could really hurt the Lakers, especially because the Lakers right now they're already down for the playing level of the standings. If they drop it anymore, and when he gets back, it's going to put pressure on them guys. On the Lakers have to win a lot of their games on the stretch, going down the stretch, to be able to make the playoffs. I think the Lakers have one of the harder schedules in the second half. If I remember correctly, they had one of the easier schedules in the first half. So the first half of the season. So we'll see how LeBron and the Lakers respond without having Davis for about a month, at least a month, maybe longer. Like I said, even if they're healthy, I just don't think they have the depth that they'll get out of the first round of the playoffs. Uh, they'll play them playing. If they make it in, then they're going to play one of the top teams in the West. They're going to play like the Suns or Golden State or somebody like that. And I don't see them beating either one of them. Maybe if they get lucky and play Utah, they might have a chance to beat Utah. But I think even Utah, if Utah's fully healthy, I know they're not going to be fully healthy. They're not going to get Ingles back with a big loss. But if they're healthy other than that, Utah would have a chance. But I don't see them beat the Suns or the Warriors in a 7-game series. I don't see it happen. All right. Well, before we get out of here, I was going to give you guys picks I gave out today on Easy Money, a sports betting show for the UFC for tomorrow night. I took Heron, the Batista and Kareem fight to go the distance. I had Pierce over Rodriguez by a KO, TKO, or points on a double chance. And I had Buckley money line, Miller money line, Pickett and Dacus fight to go the distance. And I had Hill to win by KO or TKO in the main event. Them are the picks I gave out earlier in the day on Easy Money, a sports betting show for the UFC Fight Night Will versus Walker tomorrow. All right, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with G.S.R. Gonzo'S Sports Room, a sports talk show. You can find both those shows live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find both those shows in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We also have a new pro wrestling podcast out, G.R. Gonzo'S Wrestling Room. It's a weekly podcast. New episodes drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. We actually recorded this Sunday's episode earlier this afternoon. It's going to be a great episode. Has special guest, Big Whiskey Jared Kripke. He's a pro wrestler. He joined us. We talk AEW, WWE, Impact, talk independent wrestling, talk about a lot of different things. So make sure you join us or you check that out Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll drop on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, most major podcast platforms you can find it. And you can also find the video version on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room if you'd like to watch the video version of it. And like I said, new episodes drop every Sunday 9 a.m. on the podcast networks and on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo'S Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows, whether it's daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show, interview announcement for G.S.R, GWR, big show announcement, just anything to do with the show. Those are our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Gonzo'S Sports Room. Don't forget, DCCW presents Rock and Roll Never Dies tomorrow night, Saturday, February 19th, live here in Muncie, Indiana at the National Guard Armory, featuring the 9-time NWA Tag Team Champions, WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. Not only will they be in the building, they'll be signing autographs and stuff for people, they will be in action as they challenge the Indiana Tag Team of the Year, the DCCW World Tag Team Champions, the highlight reel. It's going to be an awesome match. Both these teams can go. Then you have a lot of great talent that's going to be on this card. You have the ladies' man Mike King against JKO Joey Owens. Jax Morgan's on the card, Dutch Boy Platinum, Rachel Armstrong, Jordan James. Just it's got a lot of talent on this card. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show. If you can't make it live, we will be broadcasting live from there, streaming the show live with live commentary on YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo'S Sports Room. And also, don't forget, we are a ticket outlet for DCCW. You need tickets for tomorrow's show, get a hold of me on social media, either on my social media, Chris Gonzo'S on Facebook, or on any of the G.S.R social media accounts. And I'll get back with you and make sure you get the tickets you need. Thanks for joining us. We will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern for DCCW Rock and Roll Never Dies. If not, we will see you guys Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Have a great night. Peace.